Quick Lane Bowl Preview. Northern Illinois vs. Duke. Sizing up the Quick Lane Bowl between Northern Illinois, 8-4, and Duke, 6-6. Time, TV, December 26, 5:15 p.m. ET, ESPN. Site, Ford Field, Detroit. The Mid-American Conference has a chance to make a small statement against a beatable Power 5 program, while the Atlantic Coast Conference can chalk up a decent win against a team good enough to beat Nebraska. Northern Illinois beat the Huskers, lost heartbreakers to Boston College and San Diego State, and looked at times like it was almost back to the form of a few years ago. Number 1 in the nation in tackles for loss, 8.8 per game, and second in sacks, 3.4 per game, the Huskies got it done with the MAC's best defense and enough of an offense to take over games. Duke had to bust its tail to get to a bowl game. The Blue Devils looked amazing in a 4-0 start, blowing out Northwestern and rocking Baylor and North Carolina along the way. Then reality set in over a brutal 6-game stretch. More, college football bowl schedule for 2017-18. They couldn't win a close game, losing 4 by a touchdown or less, forcing them to upset Georgia Tech and Wake Forest to reach a bowl. The offense started to work again, and the defense stayed solid. The defense has been the steadying force, allowing 338 yards per game and rarely letting games slip away. The offense is the problem, especially the passing attack. Don't expect fireworks. The defenses will take over early, putting field position at a premium. QB Marcus Childers, Northern Illinois. The Huskies had problems keeping their quarterbacks healthy, but Childers settled the situation. The 6'0", 216-pound freshman has been solid, throwing only 5 picks with 15 touchdown passes. He also rushed for 459 yards and 5 scores. DeSutton Smith, Northern Illinois, the nation's top pass rusher, doesn't look the part at 6'0", 225, but he's too quick for most tackles. The sophomore had 14 sacks, 2 in the win against Nebraska, and 29 tackles for loss. He even had 2 scoop-and-score fumble recoveries. QB Daniel Jones, Duke. As he goes, so goes the Duke offense. The 6'5", 215-pounder was hot coming out with the offenses to run, but he was too inconsistent and struggled too much in some of the bigger games. However, he ran for a score in each of his last 3 games and hit Wake Forest for 346 yards and 2 touchdowns, though with 3 interceptions. Joe Giles Harris, Duke, one of the nation's best under-the-radar linebackers, the 6'2", 230-pounder earned All-Atlantic Coast Conference honors with a team-high 117 tackles with 31 half sacks and 15 tackles for loss. The heart and soul of the defense, he was all over the place during a 3-game November stretch, making 35 tackles. He'll be everywhere, including in the backfield. Duke playmakers have shown up against good teams lately, but the offensive line won't be able to handle Northern Illinois pass rush. The Blue Devils' offense will go on a few late marches to get the win, but it'll be a full 60-minute fight. Pick, Duke, 31-27.